What is the most valuable in life? Where does the way of life should lead us next to the cemetery? And more important, how should we behave on that way? What happens after about this I will not speak, as everyone has his or her own believings and everyone just believes, but no one really knows. But back to topic. Imagine you have 36,000 euro, but also imagine you are living in an area where it is very hard to make money. I guess you wouldn't just waste it. Probably you would fulfill the one or other dream with that money, maybe give some of that money to close friends and family, and I guess you might also help someone or do something good with that money. But I'm sure you would not just throw it away. And as we know that 100 years are 36,500 days, we come back on our first question. The most valuable in life is time. Money comes back, but time never. So make sure, whatever is your job, that you like what you do, as you spend a lot of time in your life working. And as a guy who lived in many hotels the last 15 years, I share the opinion that you should live life like a buffet in the hotel. Not totally drunk and filled with food that you feel sick, but also for sure not hungry. And about the things we own, I assume we should be every day happy about them, as if it is our last day. But we should use it as we have a very long life. And it should be clear for us that everything we own is just rented. The shirt in which you get buried, it has simply no pockets. Even if many people live and behave in their lives as if they would live forever and waste their lives, for example with video games, watching stupid TV shows, running after money and sometimes jobs where we sometimes support evil people and evil businesses, or just go like a junkie from one high to the next. But just because the most people do so, doesn't mean that this must be also correct. They are simply in the beginning of their way of enlightenment. But many religions agree that a kind of wisdom and enlightenment can be, next to do good things from the heart, a very good life goal. Even if this is a goal we will never reach totally. And about that, imagine you live in a big city with many roads. Some of them are like labyrinths. Behind the city is a big forest also with many ways, and then you reach a high, wonderful mountain. To reach this mountain, there are millions of maps existing in many shops, and it is very hard to decide for one. Many people you meet in the city will tell you how close they were already to reach the peak. But no one at the end really reached it. But everyone tells you how amazing it is. If you don't waste your lifetime just in that city and in its streets which you already know and only try to make some money, you might one day try to reach that mountain. And when you hopefully decided for the right map which leads you to the mountain, you still have to climb it. And believe in me, the ways can be tough, thrilling, surprising, funny, or also shocking. But the view is simply amazing. So I would suggest you should try to climb that mountain of wisdom, knowledge and enlightenment, and yep, you should see it with your own eyes. Now we come to the last question. How should we behave on that way of life? I would say, whatever religion you belong to, follow your heart and listen well. Ask yourself if you would like to be treated like that. But as the world today sadly is not full of samurai, Shaolin, knights and other people with honor, there are also many really evil people out there, and even more who simply don't care. What can I say? We have to be careful that we use our time wisely and don't follow evil paths. But yeah, if someone really harmed us willingly, then we should also consider to strike back in a way that all the others who might have planned also to be bad to us learn from that. But still also be able in some cases to forgive from the heart or also from the mind. Because once in life every man messes up with someone he really shouldn't have started whatever fight with. So think before you do a kind of, let's call it, revenge. Even if we should try to see it not as a revenge, more like a lesson for the others. Use your time wisely and always focus on your goals, or at least make some. If you are a captain on a sailing boat, but don't know which coast to go, no wind will be the right one. You only change the places you anchor. So you should have goals and also, of course, a way to reach them. And both should be somehow, let's call it, nice. Also trust in the truth you feel with your heart and also in yourself. This gives power to the soul. But also take care, don't go only by emotions. Especially try to never make a decision when you are extremely happy or when you are extremely angry. Then better wait a day more to decide. It should be also clear to us, our time and life does not only belong to us. It belongs also to the people we meet on the way of our life and who were nice to us and opened their heart for us or helped us once in our lifetime. Even if those doesn't belong in your life situations anymore and are not part of your activities anymore, don't forget about them, really. And maybe write them sometimes a message about how you are and how you feel and whatever and stuff like that. Like this you create smiles and faces from people who really deserves to smile. Our life belongs also to situations, environment or people who need our help. Wherever you go, try to make the world a bit better. Like this, we one day might create us a paradise on earth. What I also wanted to mention, there is one logic of people who doesn't dare to go for their dreams. You think they don't dare it because it is difficult. No, but the fact that they don't dare, try and practice, that makes it difficult. Who doesn't dare won't win, but also everything big stands in the storm. So we also shouldn't build too big without some kind of protection. But even if we fail reaching our dreams we followed, with our heart, with our body and also with our soul, we learned and had hopefully also fun on the way to it. Kung Fu and Qigong became some of the ways which work for me. And I must say, that was one of the best decisions in my life, as I started 24 years ago the journey of Kung Fu. And yep, it can also work for you. It will feel in the beginning often, let's say, like walking through the valley of pain. But at a certain point, this difficult walk becomes normal, even easy, and you will be strong. And as a healthy body supports a healthy soul and mind, it is already a big reason to practice. And we can also not say what the future might bring us. Kung Fu will make you physically and mentally strong to handle difficult situations, which maybe might come up in future. In that way, I would like to come to an end, and with one of our slogans. Live young, wild and uprise, die old, happy and wise.